However, the global statistics tell a far different story about where the world is getting its energy, with unprecedented thresholds crossed by renewable energy technologies like solar and wind power. The IEA is a Paris-based international organization made up of 29 member states, and it works to enhance energy security and study market trends. The major theme of the report, and one that the Trump administration might want to bury, centers around the fact that China is increasingly leading the world in renewable energy development and deployment, and for some developing countries, such as India, solar and wind energy is already cost competitive with coal. In other words, the energy choices these populous nations make in the next few years will have huge ramifications for greenhouse gas emissions, the deployment of renewable energy worldwide, and even how far behind the U.S. will be if the government continues to go down a path of trying to revive the fossil fuel industry. I think people really underestimate the power of the two most populous countries in the world moving toward a low-carbon future, regardless what Europe and America do, said Tim Buckley, the Director of Energy Finance Studies at IEEFA, a think tank that works to accelerate the transition to a sustainable energy economy. China currently accounts for half of global solar demand, and Chinese companies make at least half of the solar panels produced annually. The new report is more bullish on the growth of solar than the 2016 report was, and energy experts have noticed a pattern in which the IEA has had to revise its energy predictions upwards to reflect the real rate of growth in solar, wind, and other renewable energy sources. They have consistently underestimated the impact of renewable energy and energy efficiency, Buckley said of the IEA, while saying its figures remain a gold standard in world energy analysis. Even with the Trump administration's picking of favorites when it comes to energy sources, the report finds the U.S. will still be the world's second fastest growing market for renewables through 2022, and that India will overtake the European Union for the number 3 spot. America is so far advanced in its transformation that it's unstoppable, Buckley said, regarding the Trump administration's energy policies. It's a terminal event that coal will continue to lose market share, he said in an interview. It will just progressively decline. Trump is slowing the decline, but he can't stop the decline. The report also finds that during the next 5 years, solar home systems will bring basic electricity services to almost 70 million more people in Asia and sub-Saharan Africa, helping to lift people out of poverty and boosting regional economies. Renewable power generation grew by 7% in 2016, to represent over 24% of the global electricity mix, second to coal, the report found. For the first time, a single renewable energy source, solar panels, was the largest source of net electricity growth in a single year, beating coal, wind, and gas. While coal will still be the world's largest source of electricity generation in 2022, renewables will be nipping at its heels, having cut its lead in half in just 5 years. Considering the IEA has a track record of underestimating renewable energy gains, that may be a conservative prediction.